Hello, I am John Chorley, CSO and Senior Vice President of Oracle Supply Chain and Manufacturing Product Strategy. And in this spotlight, I'll highlight a few of the new capabilities in Update 24a. We will review this update in the following areas. First up, supply chain planning. Even if items are available at your ship from location, your logistics team may need additional time to pick and prepare items for shipment. You can now include this extra lead time for packaging and labeling, transportation arrangement, documentation generation, and other tasks when you schedule sales orders in Global Order Promising and backlog management. You can add this pick-pack lead time by any combination of ship from, ship to, and carrier. Update 24a provides concurrent manufacturing planning by synchronizing supply plan and the detailed scheduling. The supply planning process and the production scheduling process are now integrated so that the planned make orders from supply planning are included in the production scheduling process prior to release for execution. After the detailed schedule is generated, schedulers and planners can release the orders directly from the production scheduling process or incorporate these in the tactical supply planning process. Flexibly planning your supply chain considering many layers of constraints and attribute matching rules increases your ability to plan accurately and increase fulfillment metrics. This feature, previously available only in unconstrained plans, is now available in the constrained planning mode as well, that allows the system to automatically select alternate sources, resources, substitute components, and end items when there are material capacity or lead time issues to meet demand on time. It may be desirable for your enterprise to plan at an aggregate level of the hierarchy for customers instead of at the lowest level of customer site. You can now configure the level at which a named demand plan aggregates information, such as historical sales data, and stores the forecast and other data for that plan. This will improve plan performance by storing the data at the required level of aggregation rather than at a very detailed customer site level, which may not be necessary for the demand management process. Now, inventory, including cost management. This feature in Update 24a delivers services and core application enhancements to support integrations of work order picking requests to an external execution system or Oracle Fusion Cloud Warehouse Management, WMS. Once implemented, you can reserve, pick and move and issue goods from a warehouse using an external warehouse management system or Oracle WMS to a supply sub-inventory or directly to a work order based on material picking requests generated in Oracle Fusion Cloud Manufacturing or Oracle Fusion Cloud Maintenance. Goods under recall for quality or other reasons often require to be restricted or contained from inventory processes such as picking. This feature allows you to automatically restrict these recalled goods from such transactions through the use of a recall movement request. If required, you may manually release items for emergency use. Existing reservations are not affected. Only available items are automatically restricted. You may check for funds availability, reserve funds against control budgets, and account for encumbrances, if applicable, when procuring material to an inventory destination for sponsored or non-sponsored projects. This capability is also available when procuring material directly to a work order destination from a project-specific manufacturing or maintenance work order. This capability allows you to proactively track project spending and gain visibility into purchase commitments, thereby improving spend visibility and avoiding excess spending without due authorization. With Update 24a, material overheads are included in maintenance work order costs. Prior to this release, the material overheads were expensed rather than included within work order costs. That resulted in underreporting total asset costs. If you use standard cost method for valuing inventory, you can set up plant overheads using a new absorption type. These new absorption types allow you to either include or exclude overhead costs of current level components, aka this level. This flexibility ensures that the overhead values are appropriately absorbed in product costs given your specific business scenario. In the Manage Overhead Rates page, you can specify the absorption type for plant level overheads at item category or at item level. When you perform cost roll-up, the product cost gets calculated after including the overheads, as specified in the overhead rates setup. Now on to manufacturing. Previously, modeling a duplicate component required manual coordination to split the component quantity across multiple operations and later to synchronize quantity changes for the component. Now you can view the find number that uniquely identifies a specific instance of a component in a standard item structure and its suggested operation sequence to facilitate the component assignment to a work definition operation. For example, a desktop computer is built with a left speaker and a right speaker. With find number and suggested operation sequence, you can streamline the coordination between product development and manufacturing engineering, model the material requirements for production more accurately, and complete work definitions more quickly for use in planning, production, and costing. Manufacturers in all industries are increasingly required for regulatory or traceability purposes to provide the manufacturing acceptance records for their products in a digital format that's easily accessible. With the electronic production record, you can generate such a document that summarizes the complete work order and quality history of a product in a single auditable record, including the product information as planned and manufactured, lot and serial information, and corresponding quality data. Creating an electronic production record swiftly facilitates a more efficient and streamlined method of collating essential work order information, enhancing the process of compliance documentation of product conformance, and ensuring accurate and audit trails and complete traceability. Now on to maintenance. With the robust supplier warranty capability in cloud maintenance, you can efficiently manage your warranty entitlements to maximize savings. When you execute warranty work, entitlements for covered expenses are automatically determined and added to a claim. The entitlements process also applies appropriate standard repair times, SRT, and labor rates to determine reimbursable amount, if applicable. You can now use the new Claims UI to review and quickly process warranty entitlements and track recovery. Maintenance programs are used to define and generate a periodic preventative maintenance forecast for one or more effective assets in a maintenance-enabled organization. In this update, you can now manage maintenance programs centrally in any organization that would enable assets across different operating organizations to be included in the forecast. When assets move between organizations, either temporarily or permanently, you can now determine when and where an asset will be maintained, thereby keeping the asset's service history in consideration for future forecasts. You can additionally use new attributes such as forecast window days, work order window days, work order status, work order priority, work order start times, and so on, to better manage your preventative maintenance plans. Now on to order management. In channel revenue management, we continue to expand our investment in customer trade promotion management. In this release, we are introducing customer annual programs. Annual programs are incentive programs that reward trading partners for selling more products. With customer annual programs, you can accrue rebates based on cumulative sales volumes that span the effective date of the program. You can define percentage rebates based on sales value attainment tiers, or you can define amount per unit rebates based on sold quantity attainment tiers. Retrospective calculations are supported, and you can define product eligibility by item category or for all items. Product eligibility supports exclusions by items or category. Eligible sales are obtained from sales orders. Channel revenue management streamlines and automates tracking and payment of annual rebate processes, improves operational visibility to how channel customers utilize annual rebate programs, and provides financial visibility to annual rebate liabilities. Also in channel revenue management, we continue to expand our investment in customer trade promotion management. In this release, we are introducing workflow approval for customer programs. You can configure business process management workflow to set up approval rules, and when you submit a customer program for approval, the application routes it to the designated approvers. This allows you to automate the approval of your customer trade programs and improve auditability by capturing approval history. This release also includes support for serial and parallel routing to one or more approvers, escalation rules when someone does not respond within a period of time, and facilitates approvers to request additional information, approve or reject programs. Now on to procurement. This is covered in detail in the separate procurement spotlight for 24A, but in summary, this update includes Redwood self-service procurement enhancements, the way to discover new suppliers using a generative AI in sourcing, the ability to reopen award decision after negotiation is completed, and support for multiple languages on questionnaires. For more information, please review the detailed spotlight for 24A for procurement. Now on to logistics, which includes OTM, GTM, and WMS. In OTM, this feature provides a set of REST services-enabled actions that are focused on supporting the evaluation of options and the setting of dock appointments by external applications. The provided REST enables actions that were designated to support the requirements of the Scheduling Standards Consortium, SSC, which was formed to simplify the integration of systems between shippers, carriers, and intermediaries, with the goal of creating a more efficient appointment scheduling process. The provided REST-enabled actions include the following: fetch appointment locations, fetch appointment options, remove appointment, and schedule full appointment. In 24A, we've continued to enhance the configurability and usability of OTM mobile app. Some of the 24A mobile enhancements include giving the option of neither displaying non-freighted rate-related NFR stops on the app nor requesting the entry of events at NFR stops. Because drivers are often start and end their day at the same location, displaying of these stops is not helpful in the app because it does not indicate at a glance where the driver needs to go. Further, it is not desirable to force a departure event from a driver's last stop in order to complete a shipment, as a shipment is typically complete when the driver arrives back at the domicile. New controls allow the customer to configure the default zoom level of the map when it is invoked. Stop type filtering on the shipment list allows users to filter on shipments based upon a pickup or delivery. Autofill of ship unit received quantities eliminates the need for the user to input data if no changes are required. Stop level documents now allows for the collection of POD at each stop on a multi-stop shipment, as well as giving access to other documents that may be stop specific. Deep linking in tender emails allows users to open the mobile app to respond to a shipment tender directly from an email. The shipment list screen now includes an additional line of data should the customer need to expose more information to the mobile app user. New logistics network modeling capabilities for the fleet allow customers to create modeling scenarios for private and dedicated fleets. This will enable customers to evaluate proper sizing of their fleet, the impacts of changing various planning parameters for their fleet, hours of operation, for example, and many other such scenarios. Now WMS. In your warehouse, you would be dealing with the same item in different units of measure, belonging to the same unit of measure class. The ability to transact an item in several units of measure helps to simplify transactions. In the pick card, WMS now allows you to infer unit of measure from alternate item barcodes scanned during the RF pick card operation. During the pick card operation, if the user scans an item barcode that corresponds to a pack barcode, the user is prompted to enter the quantity in terms of packs, and similarly for cases. Users do not have to worry about utilizing the hotkey or changing the screen depending on whether they are dealing with packs or cases. Even when the allocation unit of measure is units, the application can deduce the unit of measure based on the barcode scan. Since the UOM quantity is directly derived from the alternate item barcode, this aids in enhancing picking productivity and therefore inventory accuracy at your warehouse. Now, deferred cycle count. In addition to supporting cycle count in immediate mode, WMS now allows you to infer unit of measure from alternate item barcode scan during cycle count in deferred mode. This helps to ensure a faster and more accurate cycle counting process, again, therefore increasing warehouse efficiency and accuracy. Have you ever wondered about the most frequent issues plaguing your wave runs? It could be that the users are using a wrong wave template, or due to insufficient inventory, or could be due to an incorrect setup or other similar reasons. Utilizing the new AI/ML-powered word cloud graphic output for wave diagnostics, you have the ability to view the frequency of how often you are receiving specific error messages in the WaveLogs UI. The analysis could be invoked by a new action button called Word Cloud Analysis in WaveLogs UI. Upon pressing this action button, a PDF is automatically downloaded, displaying a word cloud analysis of the wave logs. Utilizing this, you can fine-tune your wave template or your operations to minimize these errors during wave runs. The new WMS mobile app is a more intuitive and time-efficient approach to complete inventory transactions in the warehouse than the traditional RF screen. The enhanced receiving capabilities now allow you to do serialized item receiving by scanning the serial number of the item during receiving. The mobile app receiving screen also displays the scanned serial numbers and gives you the option to delete the scanned serial number and replace it with the right serial number in case of any discrepancy, thereby further assuring inventory accuracy. For inventory attribute tracked items, you can now capture inventory attributes during receiving using the WMS mobile app. Depending on your settings, the attribute field will be grayed out or enabled to prompt for a value. Global Trade Management now supports the ability to configure trade incentive programs. 24A adds the ability to handle new types of programs where manufacturing is an essential part of the program. A few examples are free trade zones, economic processing zones, and manufacturing duty drawback. These programs can generate significant savings for you through the deferral or elimination of duty payments. In the latest release, Global Trade Management can now trace the usage of components through their bill of materials to the final finished good, matching up import and export documentation, allowing you to manage your own zones or help prepare the information your brokers need for duty drawback claims. A number of other enhancements have also been made to trade incentive programs, such as support for new accounting methods, tools for automating workflow, and broader support for more types of programs. Now on to PLM. The new Add Find Number and Suggested Operation Sequence for structure components enables you to add duplicate components to an assembly. Two new columns, Find Number and Suggested Operation Sequence, have been added for components in item structures. The Find Number identifies a specific instance of an item in a structure, and Suggested Operation Sequence records a design engineer's suggestion for the operation sequence of components in a manufacturing work definition. This feature provides the ability to store healthcare product attribute data using predefined extensible FlexField attributes. This feature will ensure that healthcare product data can be maintained and communicated across systems with agility, speed, and accuracy, with integrations and publications to your downstream systems. Finally, blockchain and IoT intelligent applications. In production monitoring, Update 24A includes the execution of version control programs on automation equipment. This supports the seamless interaction with robotic equipment to allow for program association, dynamic loading of programs with parameters, control of automation operations, and monitoring of work performed by robots or automation equipment. This helps in the elimination of errors during execution caused by manual management of these programs that run automation equipment. Also for real-time monitoring of contextual telemetry and transactional data from robotic and automation equipment that helps automate business actions that will further improve productivity, quality, and compliance. AEMP connectors from the Association of Equipment Management Professionals provides unified access to heavy equipment. Oracle AEMP data connectors are an easy way to connect such heavy equipment to Oracle IoT intelligent applications. These connectors enable collection of real-time data from a heterogeneous fleet into a single view to understand usage, state and condition, to maximize uptime, availability, and optimize maintenance activities. Well, this just covered a few of the enhancements in Update 24A. For more information on Oracle Cloud Supply Chain and Manufacturing, see the What's New and New Feature Summary documentation at oracle.com/readiness and these other resources. My name is John Chorley, and thank you for watching.